Okay, so the first thing you have to do is take a look at how many kids are late and the total number of kids. So let's see here. We've got 198. Add that to 72. That's 270 kids who are not late. And 22 plus 80 is 30 kids who are late. So 30 plus 270 that's 300 kids total. So we have 30 kids out of 300, which if I take 30 and divide it by 300, I get 0.10 or 10%. So 10% of the kids, total kids, are late. By the way, you might get kind of confused because if you read this, you think, well, am I supposed to be looking at the kids who don't have a cell phone or the kids who are late in this first box? I always go for if I'm looking at the association, I look at the last one, being late, and that's what I usually put here: number of kids late, being late. However, if you set your table up or your ratio and you looked at this, you said, I'm going to look at how many kids have no phones versus the total kids. I'm going to come back to that at the end. Actually, I take that back. I'll go ahead and take a look at it right now. So we have kids with no phones. So we have 8 plus 72. We have 80 kids without phones. So 80 out of 300. And take 80 and divide that by 300. Let's see here. 80 divided by 300 is going to give you about 26%. So we'll say 26.6 repeating percent. So, I mean, this is how I set it up. And again, I explain why I'm looking at being late here. So I'm looking at being late as my number here. But if you set it up this way, we'll come back to this in a little bit and talk about what that means. So now what I want you to do is do the second step for this. So again, I'm starting off with number of kids late. If you need to go back to the other video and re-watch it to kind of figure out what goes here, go ahead and do that. And then after you've done that, go ahead and play the next video to see how you did.